also gives you a broader field of fire and gives you more likelihood of hitting somebody than if you're hiding behind rocks and trees and kind of taking pot shots. So what we discovered is that what Baron Schilling taught the troops in the winter at Valley Forge was not so much how to march, but how to display on the field and how the officers could give a command that would move a large body of people across the field in a way that they could bring their field of fire to bear on the enemy. And after the Continental Army learned to fight they did much better in the Revolution. So it actually was an advantage, not a disadvantage, to fight in a straight line, no matter what our modern logic would tell us. And those are Massachusetts and New York troops, I think, or Massachusetts and New York troops, I think, coming on the field. They've got a flag with a green, a green grassy area on it over there. Now we've got the Illinois regiment coming back on, I think. And they've got the state flag of Virginia there. The Illinois regiment are state troops, in other words. They're authorized by the state of Virginia. Most of some of the other troops you see out there are Continental troops who are on federal service, authorized by the federal government, the Continental Congress. There are a few soldiers over on the redcoat side that are not wearing red coats. And I can't tell which ones they are, but I think those might be loyalists, and those would be some of those Americans I mentioned who were fighting on, who did not think we should be fighting for independence, and they and fought alongside the British. Now you can hear the pipes, and once they get out on the field, you'll see that that's a Scottish regiment. They pretty much refuse to go into battle without their bagpiper with them. And so instead of the fifers that you'll see with most regiments, the regiments generally would have a bagpiper with them. They're wearing the kilts and the full Highland garb there.
They are part of it.
There's a cannon now with the British force.
There were a lot of.
How's the cannon?
And now on the British side, there's blue-coated soldiers coming out with yellow lapels on their coats. And those are German auxiliaries from the state of Brunswick in what is now Germany.
Yeah. The yellow ones are German?
It is possible for the troops, the red coats you see out there, those are professional soldiers. In other words, that's their career military. They are backed by the largest empire in the world in the 1870s, or 1770s rather. And their veterans are well trained, relatively well supplied. Although supply line across the Atlantic Ocean, there still were some problems. But certainly expect professional soldiers to easily win a bunch of volunteers who had short enlistments that might only be 3 months or 6 months. However, the United States actually managed to win the American Revolution, and surprisingly, all these volunteers with the short enlistments managed in many cases to shape up to pretty well-disciplined military forces. And you're seeing that out on the field. If they were just raw recruit local militia who've never seen battle before, you'd see them fire maybe one volunteer. But what you see out there is men moving under the command of their officers, so they've obviously had some experience, they've had some training, and they learned over time, to become a force that could face up to the British Army. You hear drums drums and fifes out there, and they are actually capable of giving commands, because somebody trying to yell voice commands would have trouble making his voice heard over a big distance like this. So the drummers were actually able to beat the command that told the men when to prime load and fire their weapons. So they had a much more important function than just keeping the troops on step during the march. We've got some Native Americans now on the field on kind of the far end. There's one in the pine trees down there.
I've done none of these guys before.
Many of the Native American groups, although not all of them, allied with the British in the Revolutionary War.
To the right.
You'll see some sort of rearrangement on the field. There's this force of British light infantry and the King's Regiment of Foot, which fought here at Fort Sackville, has separated from the rest and come down the field. And so the field commander of the special forces split off part of his group to come down and face them. Otherwise, he would be in danger of the British troops coming around back behind the American lines. Notice that the Continental Troops Commander has also called reinforcements out on the field. He was holding a force in reserve in case he needed them, the Illinois Regiment. And they're now coming out on the field to face this attempt at a flank attack on the part of the British. Now, the danger of doing this is that on both sides now, you have a big gap down the middle. Because you've got a small group separated down at one end of the field, kind of to our right, and this other larger group down towards our left. And when you have a big gap in the middle of your line like that, you're in danger of having those people from the rest of the battle and surrounded and captured. So, there's a purpose in doing that, to try and do an end run around to get behind your enemy. It also can be dangerous. Now you'll see the battle kind of disintegrating over on the other side. Some of the loyalists and the Native Americans have sort of split off and they're trying to come around in the back of the congressional line. So the British commander is obviously making an attempt to pull the attention of the congressional forces to a number of different places on the battlefield, to organize them and demoralize them and cause their command structure to fall apart. So we'll have to see how good the commander is of the congressional forces and can they keep them together.
No, they're right there.
And it looks like he's almost ignoring those flank attacks, and it's just going in an attempt to just, kind of wipe the British off the field. But it has kind of evolved into two separate battles, because there's one going on, kind of on one side of the field, and then a separate one over here. So, that presents some interesting possibilities. Down from the end. Your mission in doing a big volley is not so much to kill people on the other side, but to slow down and advance. To have enough men, stumbling, falling, but not mortally wounded, that you can slow down their advance or keep them penned into an area so that they can't move around. And that's why you have to fire all at the same time, as it has an effect all the way down the line of your opposition.
They have pots back there.
Oh, God.
Going off, looks like that's
That nurse could give that one.
You'll see some women out on the battlefield. As far as we know, it was fairly rare to have women did go with the army of the 18th century and follow their husbands on. It's fairly rare to have them out on a battlefield. We do it as just 21st century. You know, last week it was 40 degrees up in Chicago where I live, and now it's 80 something, and it's like a little hard to get used to. So we've got women out there with water who are checking the casualties to make sure that, you know, nobody is suffering from the heat or some other problem on the field. So we know that you probably would not have seen them in a real Revolutionary War battle situation, you know, doing what they're doing. You can see now the Illinois Regiment, the rest of it up. So the forces of the Congress, the U.S. forces, are actually like in an L-shaped formation out there to try and smash the British back into that corner in a position where they can't effectively, you know, bring their firepower to bear and to force them off the field. In the 18th century, the victors are considered to be the people who hold the field after the combat is over. And it sounds like that was 3 cheers from back in the corner, so that's our signal that the forces of the Continental Congress,